Well, hello there, I'm Renee Brack and this is Movie Juice, your one-stop shop for the latest and greatest movie news. Let's get straight into it. Here are the headlines. If Cher could turn back time, she'd have to go back a decade to see her last lead role on the big screen. Well, all that's about to change. The 63-year-old Oscar winner has signed on to star opposite Christina Aguilera in Burlesque, the contemporary musical about a veteran nightclub manager who gives a break to a rising star, begins production in November. A feature-length film about British rockers The Kinks is reportedly in the works. It's unclear whether the film is a documentary or a biopic, but the London newspaper The Independent reports that the current title is Kingdom Come. Don't expect the Kinks to be touring anytime soon. Despite the movie, frontman Ray Davies says it's unlikely that the band will officially reunite. As if his career wasn't already white hot, Zac Efron also now wears a producing hat. The 21-year-old star will topline and executive produce an upcoming film. The movie is being described as a sexy thriller, a far cry from his roles in teen flicks like High School Musical, Hairspray and 17 Again. Another Ice Age is upon us. Ice Age 3, Dawn of the Dinosaurs is in cinemas and there's some white-hot love in the frosty air. The cast of voices has a lot of fun people in it like Simon Pegg, Queen Latifah, Dennis Leary and John Leguizamo, or Johnny Legs as his friends call him. Here's our US reporter Sal Morgan with some of the cast.
Sid must be down there.
Sid! We've been living above an entire world and we didn't even know it.
I feel so puny.
What is new in Ice Age 3 that we haven't seen in the previous two?
Pregnancy?
Toe-tip-a-toe.
Excuse me, Twinkle Toes. Giving birth here?
Dinosaurs? 3D? Buck?
The name's Buck, short for Buckminster. Long for...
And Scratty.
Simon, your character is new to the Ice Age franchise.
Yes.
How do you describe Buck?
Buck is kind of like, he's a swashbuckling, adventurous weasel with one eye. He's a kind of a cross between, like, Indiana Jones and the Artful Dodger, I think, because he's a bit of a sort of cockney geezer, but he's an adventurer. And he lives down in this world of dinosaurs all on his own. He's the only mammal down there until Manny and the guys arrive.
Our friend was taken by a dinosaur.
Well, he's dead. Welcome to my world.
What do you think it is about Ice Age that has connected with so many audiences all over the world?
Well, it comes down to what works, like it worked in my TV show. It's when it's about family. And, you know, no matter where you're from, no matter who you are, it's all kind of the same. You know, all the relationships and all the stress and all the fighting and all the, you know, love and all that. It's kind of universal. Everyone's dysfunctional.
You have your family, and I'm better off alone. By myself.
You did develop a very specific type of voice for this character.
You know, I was in Australia when I came up with the voice.
Really?
And I got the Discovery Channel footage of them, and I learned that they carry food in their pouches for a long time. So I walked around the house with a sandwich on, walking around and saying, how am I gonna come up with this voice? And it was like, oh my gosh, wait a minute, that's Sid. And I called director Chris. I was Chris. Guess who listens? It's Sid, but we found the voice.
Maybe you're hungry. I know just the thing. Hush, hush, you mean vicious animal. I'm your baby, and this is my milk.
I thought you were a female!
Every Little Step is a new documentary you can see in cinemas that traces the incredible success of the Broadway musical A Chorus Line, which started in 1975 and ran for years. And it follows the plight of real-life dancers in the present day, fighting for their place in the revival of A Chorus Line. The dancer's life is not an easy one.
Chorus Line, I think, is a every performer's story. You understand them.
They're funny, they're real.
It's like the history of the dancer in theater.
A chorus line just stands for what classic Broadway is.
I would love to sing Tits and Ass.
The whole show is an audition for a chorus line, and that's basically what we're doing now, the whole audition process.
Every actor, everybody thinks of that song, you know, God, I hope I get it every time they go to an audition.
God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many people does he need? How many people does he need? I hope I get it. How many boys, how many girls, how many boys, how many girls? At all the people. At all the people. How many people does he need?
Take that nervousness on board. Use it. Use it as actors. And don't be afraid of it. Let it put you in the right place, because that's what's going on today. Okay? And I thank you all for being here. You did great. I've got my fingers crossed for all of you. All right, thanks, everybody, and good luck, okay?
Thank you.
Aussies in Hollywood is Movie Juice's regular look at how our exported talent is doing overseas. There's a real mateship that helps Australian actors help each other. It's so strong, it's been called the Gumleaf Mafia. Here are some of our best performers revealing how the Gumleaf Mafia gave them a start in Tinseltown.
When you did first arrive here, did you find that there was a little bit of a support system? Did other Australians help you out or things like that?
Yeah, obviously some of them have gone home now or ended up in England. But when I did arrive, I had my mates here, which is part of the reason I was able to come over, and that hasn't changed.
How have you found as an Australian coming here to Hollywood, how have you found Australians to be received in the industry?
We're no longer seen as this unknown colony. We're seen as a pool of talented artists that can bring something to this industry. You know, it takes 15 hours to get to, or 13, 15 hours to get to America. We're not going to waste our time, and we're not going to waste their time. And the likes of, you know, great directors and actors like Russell Crowe and Cate Blanchett, Hugh Jackman, Eric Bana, Heath Ledger have opened up the doors for boxheads like me to come in and play.
We're probably not as much of a novelty now as we were 10 years ago. I think the other generation paved the way for people like myself and others. But yeah, there's definitely a bit of a flavour of the month with the Australians.
My standard line is we can do the accent, you know, we have a great state-funded drama system, and we all look hot in a bikini, including Russell Crowe.
Now, if you feel like a little more drama, sexual innuendo or laughter in your life, then you're going to love our new series, To Be or Not To Be, exclusive to Movie Extra. Following the real-life trials of the participants in this year's short play competition, Short and Sweet, our cameras reveal the blood, sweat, tears and fears spilled all in the name of fame.
Let's get your ass to rehearsals. Is that
Settle
respect?
down. Don't
but is that
start walking
respect?
towards me.
But is that respect?
In Ep 2 this week, you can see a play called Haircuts. It's a very funny look at a man, his barber, and it uses bad wigs.
I give you a la Travolta. Huh?
This play is really good on stage, but the fighting off stage could ruin its chances of winning, not to mention missing rehearsal to look for a crazy lost dog or a sudden marriage proposal. To Be or Not To Be. Check it out 10:30 Friday night. You'll see all kinds of performances. Well, that's it for Movie Juice and for me, but not for long. I'll be back with more good stuff next time. See you then.